Oh, look who it is, the man of the hour. Did you get my indictments?
Sure as hell did. Now that the party started, why don't you tell me what Kevin Miller knows?
What are you talking about?
You went after the guy to try to get him to flip on Sutter, so what'd you think he was gonna give you?
I'm not gonna tell you that.
Why not?
Because I told you when I started this thing, I'm not gonna collude.
We're not colluding. It's called discovery. So, why don't you tell me what the hell Kevin Miller knows?
He developed the trading programs that Sutter claims to use to get his superior returns.
And that program's gotta be full of shit, because if it isn't,
Then Sutter's not inside trading, which he sure it is.
so you're looking to have Kevin testify that software is bullshit and Sutter knows it.
Bingo.
Then let me ask you this. What exactly did you put Kevin away for?
And why do you need to know that?
Because it might help us figure out what his weak spot is.
We got him on vehicular assault while driving under the influence.
Are you kidding me? Why didn't you think to tell us that?
Why would I?
Mike's parents were killed by a drunk driver.
And how the hell was I supposed to know that?
I don't know. It would have been nice to know what this asshole did before we sent Mike back into a cell with him.
God damn it, Julie. Call his office again. And this time, tell him to find him
If
where
you're talking about my office, there's no need. I'm right here.
What the hell took you so long?
I was unavailable.
Well, I just got indicted. So from now on, you make yourself available.
I get it. This all just got real for you. So why don't you tell me right now, how real is the rest of it?
What are you saying?
I'm saying Cahill claims that you can't make the returns you do. You say you can, and I want to know how you do it.
We use a proprietary trading algorithm.
Developed by who?
My son-in-law.
Good, then we can give it to Cahill, because he just subpoenaed it.
No, we can't.
Why the hell not?
Because the trades on which I make the most money have nothing to do with that program.
Are you kidding me? You're admitting to inside trading?
I'm not admitting to anything except that sometimes I trade with my gut.
Well, I got news for you, William. To a jury, that's gonna sound like you're full of shit.
Okay, smart guy. Pick up that journal. Give me a stock. NASDAQ, New York Stock Exchange, I don't give a shit. Just pick one.
All right, Computech.
Computech, 1.59 billion shares outstanding. Yesterday's close, 32, flat. Today's opening, 33 and a quarter. P's at 17, earnings expected to grow at 2% a year. What it doesn't say in there is that the earnings aren't gonna grow because the CEO doesn't give a shit, which makes it a value trap dressed up like a princess, and I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole.
It's a pretty neat trick, William, but it isn't gonna stop this subpoena.
It's not a trick, it's what I do. What you're gonna do is stop that son of a bitch from getting his hands on my program.
Your Honor, 6 years ago, Mr. Cahill went on a fishing expedition just like this one.
That has nothing to do with this.
Oh, doesn't it? He subpoenaed a proprietary trading program from Kessler Capital. It proved no wrongdoing, and 10 months later, they were out of business.
That has nothing to do with my subpoena.
And I have an affidavit here from Mr. Kessler saying it was directly because of your subpoena.
Mr. Cahill, is what he's saying true? Did you go after Kessler in the same manner, and did he go under 10 months later?
Yes, but...
No buts. Do you have any other evidence to present to the court?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Then your request is denied.
How'd you get it done?
I established a pattern of him going fishing without enough bait.
Then have a drink before you get back in there and knock the bastard out before he can throw another punch.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I want you to get this entire action dismissed.
William, that's a terrible idea.
Not to me, because he's got nothing.
I don't care. What you're suggesting is a mistake.
You still haven't told me why.
Because you only get one shot at dismissal, and now's not the time to take it.
Well, I say it is. I'm not suggesting it. I'm flat out telling you to do it.
I didn't get where I am by letting my clients bully me.
And I get where I am by allowing my employees to dictate terms, which I already did once today. I'm not going to do it again.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means Jessica Pearson convinced me to give your firm the rest of my business this afternoon. So if you don't move to have the charges against me dismissed, I'll have her do it for you.
What are you doing here, Harvey?
Nothing. I'm just finishing my dinner. Thing is, I don't like to litter. So why don't you do me a favor? If I forget this when I go, why don't you take it upstairs and throw it away?
What's in the bag, Harvey?
A wrapper, a couple napkins, and a few extra fries.
What the hell is in the bag, Harvey?
What you needed to keep this case going, and I stopped you from getting.
Yeah, but you said you were going to defend him to the best of your ability.
And I meant it, but I also knew if push came to shove, I'd do what I had to get Mike out. And I made my peace with it.
Yeah, well, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
What are you talking about?
You've been giving me this song and dance about not colluding, and it didn't matter what I said back to you, as long as it was something to let you believe we wouldn't. Because that song wasn't for me, it was for you.
Oh, for me? Bullshit.
I don't think so, Sean. Because you don't break a guy out of prison just to advance your career. Look, this means something to you. I don't need to know what it is, but it means something to me too. So let's just admit that we're in this together and get this thing done.
Take that garbage and throw it away.
Cahill issued subpoenas to deposition William Sutter and Kevin Miller.
That sneaky son of a bitch.
Why are you smiling?
Because last night I went to Cahill and tried to give him Sutter's trading program.
You did what?
It was the only way I could see to stop the case from getting dismissed, but he wouldn't take it.
And this buys you time.
It does if the judge waits to rule on our motion until after Cahill conducts his depositions.
Harvey, even if that works, what if Cahill doesn't get enough from the depositions to keep the case alive?
Then Mike's chance of getting out of prison is gone, which means Cahill's not the only one that needs to use this to try and get something. Sutter doesn't know this yet, but he and I are going to be here tomorrow to have a practice deposition with Kevin. So I need you to do the best Sean Cahill you have to get them talking.
You want me in the room? I don't think that's a good idea.
Didn't you hear me? We're running out of time.
I heard you, but I don't think it's a good idea for me to be in the same room as Kevin right now.
The drunk driving.
You knew?
I just found out.
Well, then you also know it's probably not the best time for me to chum up to him.
I'm not asking you to chum up to him. I'm asking you to piss him off.
What are you talking about?
Kevin knows something, and he's not talking. So we could sit around here for the next 2 years waiting for him to tell you, or we can light a fire under his ass by reminding him that Sutter's out there while he's in here. Now, are you with me or not?
I'm with you. The developer of the trading software.
I'm not the one who's on trial here.
Then let's talk about the one who is. How do you feel about the fact that your father-in-law never came to visit you in prison?
Excuse me?
You heard me. He hasn't come to see you once. How does that make you feel?
It doesn't matter to me.
He could be lying on a beach in the French Riviera while you can barely see your wife and kids, and that doesn't matter to you?
Mr. Miller's family has nothing to do with this investigation.
Mr. Miller's family is the subject of this investigation, and his father-in-law clearly doesn't give a shit
grateful
about
for everything Kevin's done for me, and he knows it.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry, what was that? Are you disputing the fact that he's grateful to you?
I'm not answering that question.
This isn't getting us anywhere.
He's getting you ready for Cahill.
I wouldn't have to get ready for Cahill if you'd done your goddamn job and gotten this case dismissed.
That's right. Get someone else to cover up your mess like you always do.
That's something you want to say to me.
I got something I want to do to you.
You better remember who you're talking to.
I know exactly who I'm talking to. The guy doesn't give a shit about anyone else other than himself.
That's enough!
That is enough! This is your trial. It's not mine, and I'm done with this. And I'm done with you! Guard!
Son of a bitch. I knew that kid would be a problem.
Relax. That's the whole reason I wanted Mike in here. If Kevin gets any funny ideas, Mike's gonna calm him down, then let us know.
I got 3 years because when they offered me a deal to turn on him, I said no.
You had to turn them down. He didn't do it.
I had to turn them down because he's not the only one involved.
What?
You asked me why I was drinking that night. It was because I found out the thing that I worked so hard on to get that prick's approval was nothing but a lie.
Your trading program.
Yeah, my program. Turns out he wasn't using it at all. He was just insider trading the whole time.
Okay, so you got home. You told Jill, and she didn't believe you.
No, Mike. She not only believed me, she already knew.
She was in on it.
Yeah. So I went out and I got drunk. And the next thing I knew, I had to choose between going to prison for 3 years or the mother of my children going away for a whole lot more.
Kevin, you got...